What's up, everybody? Buenas noches. Good morning, buenos tardes. Wepa. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Hello to our most loyal, our highest ranking members of the matriarchy. You guys carry us when we're walking down the sand. I only saw one set of footprints, and those footprints were you.
Yeah, love it. That's a very, very nice way to start it. Walking down the La Playa with you has been nice. Cuzzy, today's a wild day. Make no mistake, America is officially back open. We've had our first mass shooting.
I mean, that is the way we celebrate. Listen, if you go to a wedding on my home island of Crete, they shoot in the air to let you know a couple's married, because I'm from a wild island in Greece. Yeah. In America, to let you know that the economy's open for business, baby, we got to pull out some AR-15s and rat-tat-tat-tat them off.
Because make no mistake, if this was 1940s and I was in the German army, and as we spoke about before, how they used to go into the Greek villages, and if their colonels were sniped, if the German colonels were sniped, they would take a beautiful 15-year-old girl and tie them to a pole on the tank and have a gun pointed to her head and move through the town. Make no mistake, cuz if I was a German Nazi colonel in 1941 and I went into your town, I would tie you to the pole because you're a beautiful little 15-year-old girl.
No, you know what would really happen, cuz? I mean, you would march me there and we would just become a weird forbidden friendship. We would just run off. You'd run off. You'd defect out of your Nazi ranks. I would out of whatever farm I was inbred in, and we would go and we would fucking giggle and we would feed each other figs in an olive field.
Yeah, cuz it'd be one of those things where probably like they would tell me to go execute you and I would have the gun to your head and then you'd fart and we both die laughing.
Yeah, I mean, we would just be Romeo and Juliet's a forbidden romance story. We would just have a forbidden friendship during the Nazi occupation of Crete.
Yeah, it's what it is. Yeah. So a gunman armed with an AR-15 shot at least 3 people at an Arizona shopping mall, and he was arrested after he filmed the attack on Snapchat. So at least he used a filter. He used fun bunny ears while he was doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing this right now. I'm doing this because it's a genuine. I'm just a little, I have a baby coming into the world, and I just don't know what's going on. I mean, Nancy Pelosi said that the president has poopy poo on his pants and his sneakers, and guys are Snapchatting fucking mass shootings. I mean, I think our country's becoming a Franks and Beans festival.
It's becoming a Franks and Beans festival, and I think us, along like many other Americans, we're done with fucking Zoom. I mean, Zoom, you had your opportunity here to get millions of people to, now your thing sucks. I mean, all it does is chop and doesn't work, and you don't have enough features. I mean, Zoom, we're done. Starting Monday, we're picking a new thing to do this over. It's not going to be Zoom. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's not going to be Zoom. I'm putting my fucking foot down. The price is going up.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't figured out what we were doing, but we will figure something out. I mean,
I'd rather stream this thing live from Mikey's asshole than do it over Zoom. I mean, Zoom stinks.
I mean, there's another one that people are using that I used for something else where there's like a waiting room and things like that. I mean, it's a market that's going to develop, like probably Amazon's going to come out with something fucking crystal clear.
Yeah, honestly, because it's like Zoom. It's like, what are you doing, Zoom? Shut up and take your shirt off. You get to shut up and take your shirt off. It's like, even though I know you haven't said anything, it's like you had a massive opportunity here. Billions of people using your platform, and it sucks. What are you doing?
Yeah, Mikey, how bad is Zoom? Is there anything better out there? Let's talk to our resident tech Mexican.
Yeah.
There's a lot of there, but Zoom's just the most popular right now.
All right, we're going to do the new one. We're going to do whatever the better one is.
With your internet at your homes as well.
Are you saying because the connection's not good in San Juan? Is that what you're saying, Mikey?
Might be part of that as well.
Yeah.
Because is it just me that messes up, or is it everybody?
I think you're a little choppier than everybody else, but you know what? I mean, I'm not going to let that ruin a good misdirection of anger at Zoom because it's more entertaining that way.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Zoom. I mean,
my internet's just full of anime porn and food commercials. So.
Yeah, I mean, what? Yeah, God damn it. All right, well, listen, yeah. If you guys are just listening to this on audio, my Zoom, I'm just messing up a lot. But what can you do? I'm going to fucking fix it. Maybe I'll just get Fios in San Juan. Maybe I'll just be the first Verizon Fios household to ever infiltrate San Juan.
Yeah, I mean,
we're doing it.
You're what they call a gringo with a green card. So you're a very valuable commodity below the equator.
Well, it's just classic Chrissy D too, because I do have an apartment that has Fios and all the capabilities, but I'm just not going there. I mean, because I do have a white apartment that's got all the latest things that I am paying for, but I'm just not going there. I'm trapped.
I mean, let's just be crystal clear and stone cold clear about something. You are cooped up Chrissy. I mean, Chrissy is not a kid you can coop up and not expect that he's going to turn into Chrissy Clarice and start taking shots in the dark, babe. You've thrown on your night vision goggles, the lights are off, and you're going to just start shooting, because when cooped up Chrissy gets cooped up, the kid feels a little oozy woozy. He doesn't feel comfy wumpy, and he needs to squirm, and you gotta take shot. You gotta do something, because you don't like being cooped up at all.
I don't like being cooped up at all. I'm about to do what these nurses did, what nurses are saying patients are doing, especially in North Carolina, is they're going to coronavirus parties to intentionally get sick. So because I'm so cooped up, if you guys can write on the Patreon wall, if you guys can write anywhere, if you guys go to patreon.com/BayRidgeBoys and write in the community board, tell me where the next coronavirus party is popping, because I want to go, because I'm cooped up Chrissy, and I want to get oxygen in my ass.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Also, don't say he's taking shots after the mass shooting story.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah. No, cooped up Chrissy is a human AR-15.
Yeah, but I don't want to hurt anybody. I'm a human AR-15, but instead of bullets, I shoot kisses on the lips.
Yeah, you shoot kisses on the lip at Zoom, and whoever's going to get it. You know what's funny is our show so far has really sounded like it was produced by The Onion, because these stories seem like they're parodies. The truth is these are real stories. This nurse discovered in North Carolina that these people were going to corona bug chasing parties, and they were catching corona. I mean, we're doing a parody show. We're a comedy show, because the headlines, you don't even need comedy writers anymore. All you have to do is read the article out loud.
And it's real deal shit. I know, absolutely. It sounds like our show sounds like it's fucking being broadcasted. The Onion, we're reading articles from The Onion, and we're broadcasting live from underwater, because Zoom is fucking communist.
Yeah, where they were actually going out trying to get the virus in these gatherings in North Carolina. But
I mean, what else do you want us to do? If you're telling us it's going to kill us anyway, and there's a chance we beat it by getting antibodies, but you're telling us there's no vaccine and there's no test to give us the antibodies, why not have a few brews and get a little Rona?
I mean, I get it. I mean, that sounded like a good Budweiser commercial.
Yeah, I'm Budweiser spokesman. Yeah, have a Bud Light and get the Rona.
Yeah, that would be a funny Budweiser commercial.
I mean, if Rice-A-Roni doesn't change their name to Rice-A-Rona, I'm not buying
it. Can you imagine that Budweiser commercial? Just a Dalmatian running slow, little jingle, go have a beer. Yeah. I mean, what are you supposed to do? You're cooped up, and then you just see Chrissy, go have a beer and get the corona.
Here we go. Ex-Texas lieutenant governor suffers broken ribs after spat with younger girlfriend. I guess he's been to San Juan too.
Yeah, I mean, his younger girlfriend. When a younger girlfriend, I mean, that's the risk you run when your girlfriend or wife is younger, is that you're just gonna get beat down and she's gonna do some senior abuse on you.
Cause it's just what it is, and I know firsthand. I mean, cause that's why I throw hands. That's why I'm out there boxing again. Cause you got to know how to stick and move. You got to know how to roll under the punches. I mean, the kid, he didn't know how to come down. And he got caught. He got caught by this lady, and he got his ribs broken. But that's why I go to Paulie Gassi. That's why I go to my new guy, Frank Galarza. Follow Frank Galarza on Instagram, ex-professional fighter or current professional fighter. I can't get caught anymore. So that wouldn't happen to me because I'm throwing hands in Fort Hamilton Park.
Yeah. His younger girlfriend, I mean, she broke his ribs, cuz that's a pretty good gut shot. I mean, the girl, I mean,
it is, but the kid needs to drink his milk. I mean, he's got low calcium. If he's going to get his ribs broken off a fucking rib shot, off a two-hander by a girl. I mean, cuz you can't get your ribs broken by a girl.
Yeah, I know, but maybe this girl trains with Bernard Hopkins and he taught her how to do a real good liver shot.
Yeah, and just by the way, to remind everyone, Floyd Mayweather did kill his baby mama.
Yeah, I think there's a pretty good chance that Floyd Mayweather really did kill his baby's mama.
It's what it is.
I mean, right during the beginning of the corona, just to remind you, she just died mysteriously in a car at 40, right before she was going to sue him for a lot of money.
What can you do? It's the way the cookie crumbles. I mean, because we haven't also had, maybe that Zoom thing was a little cookie crumble Chrissy. We haven't had a nice cookie crumble Chrissy. And cuz, make no mistake, they're brewing. For a couple of weeks, I was in a really good mood and things weren't festering up. But make no mistake, things are starting to fester a little bit. So, yeah, you're going to start getting some rants pretty soon. So just, Mike, have your finger on the eject button. If I say something wild, kick me out of this Zoom call.
That would be fun. Instead of the Wei Xiangxian, when we go back to normal, if we just had an eject button where you just disappeared and then came back.
And then I come back with with an incognito again. Because incognito Chrissy was 10.
It wasn't 10. Yeah, we eject you. We just call it the Star Trek button. We just Star Trek Chrissy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we haven't had any Wei Xiangxians in wow, that's crazy. We've been 2 months with no Wei Xiangxian button. I mean, is that illegal what we've been saying with no Wei Xiangxian?
I mean, you know what? Maybe we've matured, or maybe we're just so numb to our own wildness that I don't even notice it anymore.
Well, I got news for the people. I got news for everybody listening to this. If you're listening to this on iTunes, if you're listening to this at patreon.com/BayRidgeBoys, we got equipment coming. My equipment's coming June 1st. And make no mistake, this operation is being stepped the fuck up. I went on Amazon yesterday, and in change of pace, I stole Barney Rubble's credit card and put it on his thing. So we got fucked. Yeah.
That's what you got to do once in a while. You got to fight back. And that's what you did. You fought back.
Yeah. We fought back. Yeah, and it's a taste of his own medicine. So we got coming. I got a ring light. I got a camera. I got a mic, because the operation's being stepped up.
Excellent. Because, I mean, Hungary, I don't know if this is your good news or whatnot, but Hungary has actually banned people from legally changing their gender.
Wow, who's their president? Linda Stefano?
Here we go. Here's another segment we like to call Americans trying to pronounce foreign names. The guy's name is Viktor Orban.
Viktor Orban. Yeah. And so what did he say? He said you can't change the gender at all. So meaning that what? You can't have a sex change in their country. But if I go to Thailand to get a sex change and come back, you know what I mean? Then what?
No, I think it just stops them from changing their gender on identity documents. So they can still do whatever they want, but you can't say I'm a girl.
If you were born a guy.
If you were born a guy, I guess, you know. Yeah.
Right.
I think we could just end this controversy the world over. I don't know how progressive Hungary is. I don't know. But I would just say, if there's just another box that says trans, I don't understand what the big deal about being trans is.
Just be trans. I mean, even
trans. Say your gender's trans, and
or it says other. Like now, anything you go to fill out when it asks you for gender, it says male, female, other. I mean, just whatever. Other, fine, it's no problem. But I mean, a lot of these countries, I mean, because America's in a little bit of turmoil right now. Like I saw a thing the other day that said Sweden, because they haven't locked down their country, that the Prime Minister of Sweden said that they feel that they could be in a position once this pandemic is over where they can be one of the leading world nations. And it's like, Sweden, shut your mouth or you'll get a fucking nuke to the face. Okay. It's like, I know we're getting beat up a little bit now and maybe our GDP is down, but if you want to get nuked, you'll shut your mouth.
Yeah. I don't know what they're fucking talking about. Also, they got one of the highest rates of death in the tiny little country. I mean, people, they're letting people die. It's probably better than what we're doing. I don't know. The lockdown, that's no good either. But it's like,
let's stop acting. New unfiltered hard cider is hazy and less sweet. You know all this for me to tell you that Angry Orchard.
Mikey, your pre-roll porn commercials rolling.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell that was.
The New York Post started an ad for cider.
Oh my God. Speaking of porn, in South Korea, they had sex dolls cheering on a South Korean soccer team. And then when we did a little bit of research, we saw a majority of the sex dolls, over 5,000 of them, were shipped from an undisclosed address in San Antonio.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Yeah, look at that. I mean, South Koreans, Korea's got a weird relationship with panties and sex dolls. Do you know in Japan they have used panties in vending machines? Did you know that?
Yeah, yes, that's disgusting. Now, let me ask you a question. With these sex dolls, Giannis, if you're looking at one of these sex dolls, to get turned on by them, do you still have to look at their feet, or can you just go right to their vagina? So do you have to look at their feet still?
Because I go back and forth. I do a 1-2. I do an appetizer, main course, appetizer, main course, appetizer, main course. And then I will definitely, I will plug a silicone foot in my mouth for sure, like a pacifier.
So any of our fans who are amputees and have prosthetic feet, just know that you're still not safe from Yanni Nets.
No, yeah. Yanni Nets will get ya. Yanni Nets is going to get that foot and plug it in, baby. Yanni needs a pacifier foot.
It's what it is. Yanni pacifiers. Yeah, because, I mean, it's going to be funny. I really hope you have a son because I want to see what perversions that fuck is born with.
Yeah, I mean, the kid's sex, we're doing a gender reveal, and everyone knows he's going to be trans. I'm told my
Guys, am I
mother-in-law-
coming?
Huh?
Am I coming or are you doing it over Zoom?
We're doing it over Zoom. We're doing a drive-by. It's just what it is.
All right, fine. I'll drive by. What time do I got to drive by?
I got to find out all the details. We'll talk business after the potty.
Yeah.
But, cuz, you know what else is going on right now?
What else is going on right now?
We got a little situation with Taiwan, like we brought up yesterday. The U.S. has decided to sell Taiwan $180 million worth of torpedoes, which really pissed off China. Right in the middle of us needed money to give to companies to find this vaccine. We're sending $180 million worth of torpedoes to Taiwan. Yeah, I mean, that's not, as Tim Dillon would say, not good.
Not good. Yeah. So we are clearly picking a side, and the side is Taiwan.
We always have, yeah.
We always have. So, okay. So it's getting to the point now where it's looking less and less like a proxy war and more like you could be in a situation where like we invade China, which is wild.
This has been percolating for a long time and building for a long time. This pandemic could change things a little bit because China seems like it's really, really starting to say, this is aggression. And we will take, they were quoted yesterday as saying, we will take it by force if need be. They actually said that. I mean, all this is flying under the radar as the economic reasons for war usually do, because, mostly what's put into the press is what people can understand, which is nationalistic propaganda.
Right.
And, they killed our ambassador or whatever. But, there's always these money tensions underneath that cause the war. I mean, that's usually what causes war is when you fuck with someone's money. China wants Taiwan because it's a fucking moneymaker. They want a united fucking China, and we don't. And things are getting tense. Things are getting tense. They're cooped up Chrissy over there.
They're cooped up Chrissy because China's blood pressure is going up. And let me tell you what the thing that I worry about is, in many ways, like in 1941, when the Japs pulled a sneak attack and tried to knock the boys out of World War II.
I love when I talk World War II with you. It just sounds like I'm talking to my 80-year-old grandfather. You just use the jargon from the 50s. You call them sneaky Japs.
Yeah, it's what it is. Well, that's what they did. They snuck in there, and they tried to knock us out of the war by blowing out Pearl Harbor. And of course, they just woke up the boys and we put them in the bento box. But that's got nothing to do with it. My point, what I'm saying is I worry about the United States or China or a superpower trying to pull a similar type of sneak attack to knock another superpower out and dropping a nuke. Like just because the thing is, if a nuke came, it's not like you'd be warned. It's like they would just fire the nuke to try to knock us out before we had a chance to, and then they would just take us over. I mean, that's a reality in this kind of tense world where somebody could just throw one nuke with the attempt to say, fuck it, we'll knock them out, and then have the other countries of the UN say, no more nukes and blah, blah, blah. But the country that threw the nuke is the one on top.
The only thing that saves us from a nuclear war is mutually assured destruction, them knowing that there'd be nuclear fallout and would cause an ice age or whatever. All the dust would kick up and everyone would have radiation poisoning. But
that's what I'm saying. You could have a crazy country like China or the United States where they say, you know what, let's be the one that throws the nuke and then the UN steps in and says no more nukes, but we already did it.
Well, you know what's actually scary? That's actually a really good point, especially in this culture, at least in our country. We've been so kind of anti-science, anti-expert. It's the experts and the scientists that have told us that there will be nuclear fallout. And that has sort of, made everyone think of mutually assured destruction to keep a detente between the nations. But yeah, since everyone's like, fucking scientists don't know anything, there probably won't be a nuclear winter. Yes, maybe somebody will pop off.
They could pop off. You never fucking know.
It's really scary, actually. I mean, to be honest with you, take a second away from the jokes. It's scary, but you know what can you do? Jokes and comedy, like Mark Twain said, could save the world because nothing can stand against comedy. Comedy.
Nothing.
You can't, like, that's why, like, that's the best way to get truth across or anything.
Right.
Sugarcoat it a little bit. So me and you just need to prance the fuck over to Taiwan and Beijing and do our little fucking dance, make a Beyonce video over there and do our show over there. And just, we change everybody, baby, because we bring the joy, we bring the commute to wherever we go.
Absolutely. Nuclear war or not, it does not have enough power to stop Hannah Gatsby skits. That's what it is.
Nothing can stop Hannah Gatsby. She can change the world.
Because I just want to ask real quick, you ever wonder why, like in New York, this is a very New York thing, but why in New York, like with the biggest, such a huge Puerto Rican population, more Puerto Ricans here than in Puerto Rico, why there's no Puerto Rican restaurants? Why are there no Puerto Rican restaurants?
I often wonder that. I often wonder with that being the reality in New York, how you only have one baby's mama.
Yeah, well, surprise, surprise, another one.
I mean, when you look at those numbers, you Chrissy, and how much you love Puerto Ricans, that there's only one baby's mama, those numbers don't add up. I'm calling conspiracy.
Well, the truth is because a lot of those numbers are guys. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
There
are a few Puerto Rican restaurants, but you're right, not many, because I think Puerto Rican cuisine is rice and beans and cow tongue. That's about it.
That's what it is. Yeah, and I guess it's best made to eat on your fire escape.
It's best to eat made on your fire escape, and
yeah.
That's what you call a nice romantic balcony lunch. You know, it's like that's a very Parisian Puerto Rican lunch.
Yeah, like we in Paris. It's a fire escape. Yeah, it's real nice. Get the wine, mix the water and the wine from the fire hydrant. It's nice.
Cause can Hollywood at least let the paint on the wall dry?
These scumbags.
I mean, Michael Bay is already producing a fucking pandemic movie that will shoot in Los Angeles. Starting real soon. I mean, it's all about if the pandemic continues and the virus mutates or whatever. Can we just let the paint dry before you guys make a movie out of this? I mean, people are still dying. I mean, you've already got a movie planned?
Yeah, it's brutal. It's gross. I can't believe Michael Bay is doing this. They don't care at all. But I just hope that if Michael Bay is listening, if it's a History on Heinous fan, if he's a Wepa in the Morning fan, if he's, got us at patreon.com/BayRidgeBoys, can Michael Bay please take my suggestion of making Dr. Fauci, Joe Pesci, Donald Trump, Alec Baldwin, and the coronavirus Bobby Lee? Can he please just take my suggestion and do that? Because I think that's the only way that this is really going to work. So but listen, Michael Bay and all these Hollywood directors, I mean, they're the pedophile rings, they're drinking the blood of children. I mean, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I remember after 9/11, there was like a few Hollywood studios that were locked and ready to make like 9/11 movies the week after. And then there was like a public kind of pushback going like, hey man, can we just the smoke is still billowing from the destruction. Can we just wait at least until the smoke stops to make a production? I mean, they're starting a pandemic movie while the pandemic is still going on.
Yeah, as the towers are falling down, the PAs were asking to clear the scene.
Yeah,
we're out there already.
That's like if you went into let's like the situation stabbed you 15 times, right?
Which has happened.
Which is possible. And then I wrote a script while you were in your hospital bed recovering about the situation stabbing you 15 times.
Because I make no mistake, if that happens, I'm saying yes right now to the script. The answer is yes.
Because can I get your apartment if she kills you?
Yeah, 100%. It's because I looked because I thought real estate was bad. But my apartment is it hasn't decreased in value too much. I don't think your apartment's decreased in value that much either.
I think it's holding for right now. I think it's holding. But
you know what? Unfortunately, what we do need? It's interesting because obviously the pandemic and Wuhan and all that. But you do need Chinese money in the real estate market. So I do need a Chinese person to buy my house.
Yeah, I mean, we just need Chinese. We need Chinese in China no matter what. Because I mean, like, if I can't go, what's that store? Because I'm just having a Yanni Alzheimer's moment. If I can't go to that fucking Chinese store and get a T-shirt for 13 cents, what's it called? Uniqlo. If I can't go to Uniqlo and get jeans for $14, I mean, because we should have known China was in control when they opened Uniqlo. You can walk into Uniqlo with $100 and walk out with a full seasonal closet.
Yeah. Uniqlo, they don't give a shit. And I want, there needs to be, when Uniqlo reopens, I mean, just a little bit. We should take Mikey in there and just have him rip up their inventory. Just have him put the pants on and rip the seams, and then put the things right back on.
Yeah, I mean, how can we can't compete with China because when they opened the fucking fashion superstore where you can get a nice button-down shirt for $7.
Yeah, well, we have that equivalent too. It's called Rainbow.
Yeah, we got it. We got dollar pizzas. That's what we got. Yeah, I mean, Rainbow, cuz when is AOC in the situation gonna open a Rainbow?
I hope pretty soon. And they're probably gonna take the Patreon money to do it. Let's get to our Franks and Beats, Florida. This is from our favorite governor, Governor Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida. He criticized the Florida health official who questioned the data. Now, to me, this wound up in the group chat with Debo and Patty Fly Balls and all that, and it was being praised as DeSantis being a true American hero for saying this. And I got to be honest, I kind of agree. I mean, DeSantis kind of, to me, is making sense. I don't know. Let's just let the people hear it and see what they say.
Our data is available. Our data is transparent. In fact, Dr. Birx has talked multiple times about how Florida has the absolute best data. So any insinuation otherwise is just typical partisan narrative trying to be spun. And part of the reason is that because you got a lot of people in your profession who waxed poetically for weeks and weeks about how Florida was going to be just like New York. Wait 2 weeks, Florida's going to be next. Just like Italy, wait 2 weeks. Well, hell, we're 8 weeks away from that, and it hasn't happened. Not only do we have a lower death rate, well, we have way lower deaths generally. We have a lower death rate than the Acela Corridor, D.C., everyone up there. We have a lower death rate than the Midwest, Illinois, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio. But even in our region, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida has the lower death rate. And I was the #1 landing spot from tens of thousands of people leaving the #1 hot zone in the world to come to my state. So we've succeeded, and I think that people just don't want to recognize it because it challenges their narrative, it challenges their assumption, so they got to try to find a boogeyman. Maybe it's that there are black helicopters circling the Department of Health. If you believe that, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I'd like to sell you.
Last question.
Yeah!
I'll tell you this, DeSantis, our fucking bridge isn't for sale. You keep our fucking bridge out of your mouth.
It's not for sale, but I just want to say, Governor DeSantis, just know, anytime you come to Brooklyn, I'd like to buy you a prosciutto and mozzarella sandwich on me. I mean, because DeSantis is a hero in Bay Ridge for saying what he just said.
And I'll say this, he is what they call a Cuban cokehead.
Yeah, he's coked out.
I mean, that kid was coked up before that rant. I mean, you can tell the kid, he's either that or he's had 3 Cafe Bustelos down there.
Yeah, he's got Cafe Bustelo coming out of his ass because, make no mistake, I mean, he is one of my favorite politicians. I mean, Bubbas, I know that they lie about the numbers in the South, so probably what he's saying is false because they're not lying about the numbers. But I mean, baby, we can't still be like this in July, because come July, let me tell you something, come July 4th, you have to understand, I cannot celebrate American independence with you and also be 6 feet away from you. I mean, because I got to be within 6 feet so I can see and sense that you truly are an American hero and you're having a good time. And I want to feel your American pride energy on 4th of July.
Yeah, unfortunately, this pandemic, it hasn't united the politicians, hasn't united the country. I don't like what's going on both sides. What happened was there was this scientist who was being very transparent about the data. She was fired. They claim because they wanted her to fudge the numbers to make it look less so they can open up. They claim she was, manipulating the data to make it look worse than it was. Whatever's going on, there needs to be a plan. Yeah, Chris is right. I think everyone's right. You can't just keep the country locked down. But on the other side, like you don't want to downplay, like, hey, people are going to die. We got to figure out what to do. Unfortunately, our country hasn't come together. And I think some of that may be because we are being controlled by Chinese and Russian bots online. It's a fucking wild reality that often gets overlooked, but public opinion is completely being dictated by fucking little Russian operatives and Chinese operatives in their underwear, just tweeting from their kitchen, eating fucking Pop-Tarts. It's wild.
Wild. Yeah, look at this story. It came from Wired magazine. It targets Black Americans. Russia's IRA exploits racial wounds. So we kind of knew over the past, not taking anything away from the African-American plight. I understand a lot of these things that are happening. I mean, it's video evidence. It's happening, and it's horrible. But some of the shit that's caused this racial divide is being exploited online by these Russian and Chinese bots, mainly Russian. So the same is happening with the pandemic. Russia, they've had this 30-year plan to destroy us from the inside because they can't beat us head to head. We destroyed them in the Cold War. World War II, we fucking bailed them out, even though I know that's not true, but I'm just going to say it anyway. We bailed them out. We bailed them out. And
we also beat them in the Rocky movie too.
Yeah, we beat them in the Rocky movie, and we beat them in 1984. We beat their hockey team. So we just constantly beat them. And now they're trying to destroy us from the inside, which in reality is the only way that you can really destroy an emperor. It's never explosion, it's implosion. So that's what I just coined that.
I love it. I love it because, I mean, you're a fucking doctor and you're putting that PhD to work. Now, yeah, what happened is what they're discovering is a Carnegie Mellon study, which is, Carnegie Mellon, one of the best institutions in the world, has
because you got a nice Carnegie Mellon on your shoulders.
I do, and your shoulders are you're looking jaunt.
Yeah, cuz I got coasters on my shoulders again, like I did last week.
Yeah, put your shoulder implants in, cuz.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the researchers found that nearly half of the accounts that were being tweeted about coronavirus are likely from bots and fake sources, just like the Covington story. Remember those kids who had the face off with the Native Americans? The first edited video came from some fake account in Brazil. I mean, right. and what we showed on the screen before was our HHFOD, which takes us back to 2016, where they discovered that the absolute largest Black Lives Matter fan page on Facebook was a fake page that was run by a Russian operative that ended up being transferred to some guy in Australia who had it. I mean, it's just and then many of the Black Lives Matter pages were fake pages. So, like Chris said, this doesn't mean that there's not those injustices happening, but it certainly points to these foreign adversaries are really intent on sowing divide, and it seems like it's their modus operandi now to kill us from the inside, because you can't take the boys down from outside. We're too big, cuz. We got steroids. We're big kids.
We're big kids, cuz. We should have Yamanika Saunders back on and show her this article. That would be a wild episode.
That would be a wild episode. Yeah.
Venetia, what's your take? Venetia, what's your take?
Yeah. Either way, it's like bad things are happening and good things are happening. And yeah, I mean, I understand it's good and bad, and also maybe at the same time.
Exactly.
I want to start doing a random Venetia, what's your take at different moments, and see how many seconds it takes for her to scramble and put some bullshit words together. She's doing her pedicure.
I think exactly what Yanni said. Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, because we had robot Venetia, and now we have Zoom Venetia.
Yeah, yeah, because people are starting to lose their mind. On a United Airlines flight, there was 2 NFL players who were still remaining anonymous, who some drunk white lady started feeling their piece. I mean, started just putting their hands all over their junk, and now they are suing. They are suing the airline. What is it, United? They're suing United because they didn't do anything to stop this assault. I understand, because when you're a black dude and a white woman starts feeling your junk, I'm throwing my hands up like this and just saying, people, put your cameras on. Fucking look at what this crazy white bitch is doing.
Yeah, 100%, because you don't know what's going to happen. Could get in a lot of trouble for that. So yeah, just put your hands up. I don't know what to do, but I mean, the problem is like sexual assault cases by men, that men are the victims. I mean, they're just not taken seriously. I mean, the people laugh at them. So, I mean, what is this guy? I mean,
you've been sexually assaulted.
Plenty of times.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
What can you do though? It just happens, and it's SLKS. I mean, what does this guy think is going to happen off this? I mean, what are you going to sue them? I mean, the jury could just be like, yeah, you're physically can just say, don't touch me.
I think what I think he did that, and I think he's trying to get a little money. I mean, I don't know if United has any money right now, because fucking the airlines bleed money, but I mean, get that money, do what you got to do. I mean, the NFL's not playing, and you got to do what you got to do. I'm about to sue Zoom. Sue Zoom.
Yeah, I'm going to sue Zoom because they're really affecting our freaking. I cannot believe how Zoom is just shit in the bed now with this quality. Even though I know that it's because my Wi-Fi is provided by Metro PCS, but what can you do?
Cause It's time for our Work It Girl. This is one of my favorite. You found
Uh-oh.
it.
Weather girl just said, fuck you.
Turn to the left. Work it. What happened?
Weather girl just said, fuck you when I made the Metro PCS joke.
Okay, yeah, we got a little storm up there in Brooklyn, but I'm going to say work.
What'd you say?
Turn to the left. Work it, girl. Turn to the right. Do your thing on the runway. You better work.
Work. There you go. Hot nurse discipline for wearing bra and panties under see-through PPE gown. My favorite thing about this picture, if you guys Google this headline, you'll see the picture, is the old man in the background just staring at her butt with his face mask on.
Yeah, why was she disciplined and why was she not seen as a hero? I mean, she's got all these old patients because if I'm 80 years old and my nurse came in a see-through hazmat suit, I'm going to say, thank you, Lord. If this is the last thing that I see, I love that. This was a nurse in Russia, and she was suspended from the hospital for doing the right thing for society.
She's doing the right thing. It's like, what if this poor guy's got corona, can't see his family? I mean, let the nurse come in with the see-through PPE. It's whatever she wants to do. I don't see what the big deal is. It's also Russia. There's no rules there.
No, I say work it, girl. I say you come to America where there's freedom, and we'll let you kind of prance into the old folks' homes in your thong and let them throw dollars at you. Because how come there's not strippers in old folks' homes for the guys?
Yeah, I don't know why. That's a very, 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 all they ever want to do is email us about doing comedy shows for the old folks' home. It's like, no. You need to get the strippers out there. That's what they want to see.
I mean, I spent a lot of times in old folks' homes because of my parents, and it's like they always have an activity sheet during the week, and I always see bingo. I see that they got a Hugh Grant movie on. It's like, when's there going to be stripper for the guy nights?
Yeah, strip for the guy nights. You know what else would be fun? I would like to hear what the old folks have to say about coronavirus and have a town hall meeting inside an old folks' home and just let it rip. Let them tell the truth.
Let them tell the truth is right.
Okay, let's get to our thirst trap.
Let's do our thirst trap. You're going to enjoy this one.
Yeah. Jason Derulo right now put a corn on the cob. He put a corn on the cob on a drill.
No, that's our F&B, but let's do it.
Oh, that's our F&B? I'm sorry. I thought it was the thirst trap. I'm sorry.
No, his thirst trap, you're going to see his monkey move. And the kid's got a piece, but yeah, Jason Derulo has fucking broke his tooth by doing this because, the music industry shut down. So now he's a comedian too.
Yeah, because I don't believe that this is real.
This is real.
I've always wanted to try it. Life hack.
No, it's fake. You're right. It's fake.
It's fake. It's fake. Yeah, he did it. It's not real. I mean, the kid's got nice tonsils, though.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife said that he was hot this morning, so it's just what it is.
He is a good-looking guy.
I'll tell him first. He's so hot.
He is a good-looking guy, Jason Derulo. Jason Derulo's a great-looking guy, and he's got a nice house.
Yeah, well, wait till you take a look at his piece. This is our thirst trap of the day. Jason Derulo. This is for Chrissy.
This is for Chrissy. No, this is for Venetia.
This is for... Yeah, Jason Derulo has jumped into a pair of pants in slow motion, and you can see his piece bouncing.
I mean, the kid's got hot. Yeah. There it is. Yeah, Mike's moved it to a private drive on his computer, so it's taking a second to find. There we go. Yeah.
Watch his piece.
There you go. Boom. Wow.
Yeah, you can see that. I mean, it's almost down to the bottom of his shorts.
Yeah, and as he landed, he pet his dog, which is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, because the kid's got hops and a piece. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at that piece. Look at that monkey move.
Look at that monkey.
I mean, because if you want to move your monkey to that.
Like that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. What did I say?
Oh, yeah. I meant move your monkey means jerk off. So that's the target.
Yeah, move your monkey. Yeah, absolutely. Do not take that out of context.
Yeah.
That was, no.
Means his piece was moving.
Even the weather girl looked at me on that one. She's like, whoa, no, I meant move your monkey means, moving the monkey. And the BABI just yelled at me because she said I'm being too loud, and I'm interrupting her show called Chip and Potato. Check out Chip and Potato on Netflix. It's a great show.
Yo, Jason Derulo's got a nice freaking piece, and he just let the world know. This is all it takes is if you're a celebrity right now and you're doing something fun, it's just you're going to get views because it's a weird economy we live in where everyone's making content.
Because make no mistake, he's got over 2,000, 3,000 comments on that jump. But make no mistake, if you peruse them all, you will find one from @Venetia Jaris that says, "Are you Greek?"
That's Wepa in the morning, everybody. We'll get out on that note and go to our website, historyhyenas.com. Make sure you get our merch. We got a lot of cute merch. We got our newest episode. Our podcast episode is up. It's about the wildest Roman emperor you never heard of, but you guys know that. You guys are our top-ranking non-toots. We love you to death. We will see you tomorrow. And remember, today at 3:30 live, we are doing No Nets with the one and only bull, Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis. And you can only get that at patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys. Thank you, Bubs.
Here's your moment of hate. Bird.
All see. Oh, wow. Non, bah, y a...
All right, that's good.
Yeah. Let's play the
30
outro
seconds.
song and get out of here, Mikey.
Yeah.
Wepa in the morning. Wepa in the morning. Wepa in the morning. Wepa in the morning.